or whatever it is wherever you are. I'm actually feeling a little meh, so I figure this will be a small little project. Well, and I'm kind of between projects, so I have to think about what's next. I do want to redo the emote sometime. And so I need to figure out what project is next. I have been thinking about doing some of the Stepmania stuff, but I have to organize my thoughts on that. Anyway, there were going to be some line number updates for all of these patches. Uh, what do you call this? Update patches for and then one of the things I was thinking of is I don't actually put that this requires the files for the first names and last names. So it's server, first names, last names. Wasn't there like a namesinfo.txt? Yeah. That we'll want to get later. This requires the name files from the they should also be packaged in zip releases, which is what we're going to be working on later. So server first names.txt, server last names.txt. Does that need to be? No. So I think that's all we need to do here. Because I'm going to be building the game from source anyway, so I should be able to grab the name files from the files there. Add note about name files to README. And then we think we're going to do that. All right, now, let's see. I need to probably turn that off, that on. I have, yes, camera here. And then we actually need to get like everything going here. Programming. One hour, one life, Docker. So I'm not actually sure if there was a. Well, we should probably fetch files for. Well, I'm only dealing with the client right now. Windows client. Although this should be pretty up to date. Although I think that also fetches the patch repo. Yep. utag v9. Oh, and all the files. So build is just the Docker file, which might be calling some other scripts. Installment GW, fetch latest tag, deploy patches, build cross clients. We've got a couple of scripts here that could potentially do this. We're going to apply patches, build client cross. Is that what does the publishing? Yep, there's 7Z. So we do a rename. Okay, here's where we're copying files. So we're in game source right now. Last name's .text, and I think Windows client source. So we're in One Life. We're in game source. So we go over to server. And this was first names, last names, name, namesinfo.txt. README changelog, and we have to get them all in here as well, which starts to make the supply a file with listing files, look a little bit more attractive. And these would have paths on them though, so I don't know if you could reuse the same file there. So that's all part of the build process. And then if I run it, I can try to yank out the file to remember how to do that and verify that it has what I think it has. Windows. Ooh, I added a bunch of white space. Probably because I added the entire names file, which had a bunch of white space. Oh. Extended initializer lists. Is that just saying, hey, somebody else might not be able to compile this? Oh, I didn't get all the way down. Okay. Okay, well, it says it compressed them. Those are not... Read me. Okay, ID, that's from a container. But a container, I believe, not an image, even though an image is what I really want to get. It's essentially the Windows Client Bash. Config. For copying a file out, I don't actually think we need all the stuff. Hacker run IT. Okay, now, okay, so we have no containers. Containers, configs, builds. Images. No, I didn't do RM. List containers. Just running containers. Okay, so now we can get back to notes. Copy. Build client cross. So that's essentially, that's going to go through one life source. So I think that's basically root. D2B78. One life. This is going to be 198.9.zip, I believe. No such container path. I'm probably going to have to go into the bash and remember what my directory structure is like. Okay, no, I've just typoed something. 198.9.zip. some path. Oh, but it's whole source. We have to do, even though that's the current directory for you, we still have to do the full thing here. And, oh right, it was game source 1Life, not through source. Alright, so Windows Client, Docker. Do I still have... Okay, I don't here. I like to always unpack in a clean directory because I think that the Mac unpacker always adds a directory if there wasn't one, because I don't want files dumped all over the place. Okay, so we got first names, last names, names info, our readme, our changelog, our program. Alright, so that should be good. Windows client upload. Okay. Add name files to zip. Alright, and then we've got a little bit of time. I guess we could go ahead and do the forum update while we're here. So we've got source. This came in as patches master. It's curse assist. Oh, and we're installing updates. Oh, maybe this would be better to do on the other computer. Just because I've got another monitor for logging in and such. Hey, Amy Candyland. How's it going? Yeah, I think I'm probably going to switch. So lose that, turn that back on. If the click will register. There we go. Made a random fan panel. I don't know what that is, but I can look at it. No, so I want to make, okay, so this one is logged in. So we should be able to go to One Hour One Life forums. So this is going to be initially a new post. Okay. All right, so